So, if you haven't lived under a rock for the last 4 days, it is most likely that you have seen the new GTA 6 trailer too. It is also probable that you have already seen 1,000 videos talking about the movement of the beer bottles, the insane in-game reflections, or how Jason is extremely jacked. However, in this video we will focus on the more hidden details in the trailer that actually make it possible for us to put together the genuine setting and storyline of GTA 6. Anyway, without further introduction, let's get right on into this. If you ever wondered where the stolen boat of Michael ended up, well, it is literally in the backyard of Jason's house. Jason is living in the Leonida Keys area, based on the real-life Florida Keys region. Although this place is naturally stunning, then it is also an epicenter of drug trafficking in Florida. By the conversation with this guy called Brian, it seems to be that Jason is living in his house in exchange for working for him.
What you doing up there?
I was just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Brian is seen to be driving this vapid truck based on the real-life Ford Raptor, and let's just say, compared to GTA 5, the car looks a lot more like in real life. It is not only the case with the vapid truck, but most other cars in the game. Later we see this tuned Mercedes C-Class that also looks way more realistic than its GTA 5 benefactor counterparts. By this tattoo, it looks like Jason is a former army paratrooper. There are paw marks on one of the cars that Jason drives by, indicating that we can actually personalize vehicles to a further extent than we did in GTA 5. When Jason decides to rob a cannabis store, we can see a phone number written on the cash register, starting with a 305. This indicates that the store is in Vice City, as 305 is a real-life area code for the city of Miami. What makes it interesting is that later we see this clip in front of Brian's Boatworks hangar, and here the phone number starts with 786, an area code for the surrounding Miami-Dade County in real life, and therefore the Vice-Dade County in GTA 6. Animals seem to be a major part of the game, as there are iguanas roaming under Jason's house, a cat being held by one of the women talking with Jason, and cats even on ATMs in supermarkets. There are also what seem to be lottery ticket stands in stores, indicating that it is actually possible to buy yourself the tickets and get rich a lot faster using your own fortune. Jason seems to be somehow connected to an organization called Leonida Marine Center, as he wears the organization's clothing on multiple occasions. So just maybe Jason might be a big fan of saving turtles. There are vape commercials on the windows of supermarkets and also on Jason's own table. Therefore, it is likely that smoking has been largely replaced with vaping. Not only are the graphics of GTA 6 about as realistic as they can be, it is also the level of detail that is unmatched. We can see on one of the boats a Tinka V6 engine. Now, Tinka is the GTA version of the Honda Motor Company, which other than cars does also produce boat engines in real life. Although Lucia seems to be getting out of prison at the start of the story, she still has to do community service, as she is seen to pick up trash and even comes home in her community service outfit. Jason and Lucia not only live alongside iguanas, but also have literal pet snakes. It is actually possible that Jason is or was a cop, as he is suspected to be a Fed in one of the cutscenes.
Yo, D, this full effect?
This would also explain the weird answer that Jason gave to the prison guard when asked if he had ever been to the prison.
I think you heard before.
You might have.
In another cutscene, a Vice City police officer also refers in a dialogue to his partner as us cops.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
But it is unclear if he is talking to Jason, as he is facing the other way. Like in Los Santos, there is also a metro system in Vice City, but to be honest, it looks way more outdated than the metro we had in Los Santos back in 2013. There is most likely going to be a football team based in Vice City, as one of the characters wears a Vice City Manatees football jersey. For some reason, this cutscene is being overlooked, where Lucia is literally fighting someone in a moving airplane's wheel pockets, which indicates that we might actually have not only a lot more detailed cars in the game, but also more realistic versions of the airplanes. The most common commercial airplane seems to still be the Boeing 747, the same model that we also had in GTA 5. So unfortunately, most likely no Airbus A380s or other insane passenger airplanes. It was already in GTA 5 Online that Rockstar liked to copy vehicles and situations from a movie called Fast and Furious. And in the trailer I can't help but notice the similarity between this clip in Vice City and the movie clip from Fast and Furious 5. In the movie, Tom and Brian robbed a bank vault with 2 Hellcats, so there very well might be a very similar mission in GTA 6. Rockstar actually included the Bravado Banshee supercar on one of the streets in a blue and white colorway, a direct reference to a car that they gave away in real life just before releasing GTA 5 in 2013. And because of this Easter egg, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see a similar giveaway being created by Rockstar when GTA 6 will be released. Although in real life you can't use a PS4 controller to play games on a PS5, then I think Sony has given Jason a special access, as he has a PS4 controller on his desk while having a PS5 besides his TV. For the first time ever, we actually get active yacht parties and people swimming in the ocean. This was a thing that GTA 5 was often criticized for, the dull, lifeless ocean. Talking about the map comparisons, not only is there more life on the ocean of Vice City, the map itself is also a lot bigger than the map of GTA 5. And not only bigger, there is a lot more of the detailed urban areas compared to the GTA 5 map, where 2/3 of the map was made up of quite boring, lifeless mountains. We actually might be able to store vehicles onto truck trailers, giving a reason for the players to actually use the otherwise slow and unmaneuverable trucks. The police cars of Vice City will have a white colorway with a blue livery, while the cop cars and helicopters of Vicedale County will have a white, green, yellow colorway. Plus there will be unmarked police cars to use for both police departments. One of the cutscenes includes a Watkins Auto Parts billboard with a phone number included in there, and for some reason I have a feeling that the Watkins Auto Parts will be the next Los Santos Customs of GTA 6. Most of us think of GTA 6 as this new, completely fresh game with no similarities of other GTA titles whatsoever, but it is actually not exactly like that. We can still see many of the cars from GTA 5 to also be used around Vice City, including the likes of the Invetero Coquette, the Tempesta, the Fister Crawler or the Obey Tailgater S, just to name a few. From certain cutscenes, it looks like that there are a lot more interiors accessible for us to enter than we had in Los Santos. Which is also another main thing GTA 5 was so heavily criticized for. So therefore it makes sense for Rockstar to fix it in GTA 6. Homeless people will be more included in the game, sitting in front of supermarkets, unlike in Los Santos, where the only place I could think of seeing homeless was under the highway bridge. We know that Lucia is of Latin American descent, especially now that her last name was confirmed to be Caminos.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
But we also, for the first time, got to hear Jason's last name, Duval.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
A name that has derived from the French, indicating that Jason is either of French-American descent or maybe was even born in France and moved to the US when he was very young. The Union Depository of Los Santos will be replaced with a Sinfomera National Bank in Vice City, a bank that seems to be the next main target of the GTA title storylines. There are also number plates that seem to very much look like Georgian state plates on some of the cars in the trailer. This might indicate that there are some minor parts of also Georgia included in the map. Or if not, then Rockstar at least made it more realistic that all number plates in Leonida don't have to be Leonidan plates. Another subtle but yet impressive detail that Rockstar has added. And that just about concludes everything that I could take away from the GTA 6 second trailer. Of course, there will most likely be a third and a fourth trailer throughout this year, so we will be getting an even more detailed overview of what will be included in the game. But did I miss anything that you guys saw? Definitely let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, that is it for this documentary. If you did enjoy, make sure to also check out my other documentaries about the GTA universe. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.